How cozy is that? Hi friends. I'm trying to think if there is somewhere better for me to film or something that I can use as a better like light for this spot, but I don't know. I don't want to take all of my books into my living room, but I've done it before. Let's try that. Is this better? Oh my god, I think it's better. It is. Hold on, I'm gonna put something on the TV and then move these books and then we'll be set. Sometimes I forget how cute my living room is. Anyways. Harper thinks she's a YouTuber now. How cozy is that? That is so cozy. There we go. We'll just move these. Look how perfect that is. Anyways, hey guys. This is gonna be a little kind of combo video where I'm gonna do both my August wrap up and my September TBR all in one video, because I'm trying to do 4 videos this month and that's a lot of recording, and I don't want to do 2 separate videos for my wrap up and my TBR, and it's already the 6th. So we're just gonna like do it and do it all in one video. So we're gonna start with my August wrap up. I did a small video about it. I did a small video for both on my TikTok, but I wanted to do kind of a little bit more of like an in-depth video. Okay, to start, the obvious one out of the way, Fourth Wing. I did a whole reading vlog on this one. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's fun. I cried. This book is so good. I'm not going to talk about this one a lot in this video because I did a whole video on it, but this was my first read of August. It was so good, guys. Go read it. And then after I read Fourth Wing, I read The Wicked King by Holly Black and The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black, which are the last 2 books in the Folk of the Air trilogy. These are both really good. I read The Cruel Prince back in February and then bought The Wicked King, and I bought them both at the same time. Started this one, only got about like 70 pages in and then forgot to finish reading it. So I read them both last month. Fantastic reads. Jude is such a badass main character. She doesn't have the like badass pick me, I'm different than other girls trope where I feel like a lot of fantasy dives into, and I find it's hard not to sometimes when we all grew up on that like dystopian I'm not like other girls, I'm special trope, like Hunger Games, Divergent, stuff like that, fucking Twilight. So it's hard not to like slide into that trope, but Jude, Holly does such a good job not making Jude like that, where Jude actually goes through struggles and Jude actually gets hurt and goes through pain and gets tortured, and she comes out of it every time stronger in a realistic way, where she's suffered and she's traumatized and she's mean and she just wants revenge and she wants more. She's power hungry and it makes sense and it's so good. Honestly, and the romance in this book is very minimal. It's like an appetizer, but when you get it, it's delicious. It's so good. Carden and Jude's relationship is so slow burn, but it's believable. Holly does such a good job with these characters, but it is Jude through and through who drives the story and her character development that really just ties it all together. Now that being said, I did say I was going to read 5 books last month. 2 of those were on my TBR. I didn't finish Red Rising, I didn't read Lore, and I didn't finish Trial of the Sun Queen, which, sorry Rebecca if you're watching this, I'm probably not gonna finish. Maybe eventually. I don't think I'm gonna read it before our meeting. So sorry, couldn't do it. Red Rising, I am going to finish. at some point, it is just a very dense, heavy read for me personally, that I have to do it in small chunks, and it's not enough to like finish it in a month for me, I guess. Okay, and then to go into my September TBR, I'm only doing 3 books this month because I only read 3 books last month, so I figure I can read about 3 books this month. Given Fourth Wing should count as like 2 books because it's so big, but these books are all fairly average size, so I think I can get through them this month. I haven't read anything this month yet though. To start this month, I have started The House in the Cerulean Sea. Actually, I have the dust cover right here. It's so pretty, look at that. The cover is so pretty, which is mainly why I got it. But it's actually just sounded like such a cute book, very cozy premise, found family, magical kids, magical orphans, middle-aged dude has to become their like keeper, I think, or he's like their why am I blanking on the word? God, what is he? Caseworker. Oh my God, he's their caseworker for these magical kids who, like, I guess aren't allowed to be in the world without being like tagged and tracked and like taken care of, basically, because they're not supposed to be there. I don't know, but what I do know is that it's a cozy fantasy, easy read. It's like 400 pages. I'm really into it so far. I'm about 73 pages in. It's a super cute read. It's a super light read. It seems like it's gonna be very fun, very light, very like, aw, sweet. So like a very low risk read is what it's sounding like. And then next on the list is what was on my list last month, which is Lore. I said last month that if I didn't read this one in August, then I planned to read it in September, and that is still the case. I am going to try and read this last because I am reading Atlas 6 this month. I'm full fall, if you can tell. I'm in my fall era right now. The minute that it hits like August, I'm a fall girly. But now that it's September, I'm really a fall girly. And that means dark academia, spooky, like, I want all the fall vibes. And Atlas 6, I don't really know what it's about. All I know is that it's dark academia. And I've heard people compare it to like Ninth House in that level of like dark academia. So I don't really know what it's about. Like 6 recruits have to like fight each other or something. It's got praise on the back from Holly Black, who we know I love and I adore. I've heard really good things about it. So this is gonna be my reading vlog for September, is Atlas 6. I do plan on doing 1 reading vlog a month, like picking 1 specific book that I'm going to focus on. For this month, it is Atlas 6. I think I just have a thing for doing like the more complicated reads as my reading vlog because I can take my time and really like absorb what I'm reading for those. So Atlas 6 I figured is gonna be my hardest read for the month. So I figured it'd be the better, excuse me, I hiccuped. It would be the better read for my reading vlog. So the plan is to read The House in the Cerulean Sea and then Atlas 6 for my reading vlog, and then I will end the month with Lore. Hopefully, I'm thinking I definitely can get through these 3 books this month if I can get my butt in gear and sit down and read. I didn't want to end September in a reading slump because I read so much. Fourth Wing took a lot out of me, and then I just ran through The Wicked King and Queen of Nothing in like 2 or 3 days. Like, I busted through those, and then I was like, oh, that was a lot. Like, within like a week or 2, I just like slam read all this stuff. And then I've also been reading a lot of webtoons. So when I'm not reading these books, I'm reading a lot of webtoons, which I count for reading. So my brain's just been on. And then I did so much writing over the weekend. I have this new project I'm very, very excited about. And I've been working on it a lot, and I did a lot of writing over the weekend. And so after reading all this and then immediately writing like 4,000 words in like 2 days and doing a whole cover art, my brain is just shut off. I think my brain is just shut off. So I read like 70 pages of House in the Cerulean Sea over the weekend, and my brain was just like, that was easy because it's an easy read, which I think, honestly, this is like a really good book to get out of a reading slump because it is very light and very low risk and like cozy. I think this one will be a good read to like get my brain back on, and then I can move on to something thick and dense and a lot more complicated, and then have my fun little Greek mythology read, which I'm very excited about. And then hopefully, yeah, that'll be my month. I definitely think I can whip through all 3 of these books, and we will see. I really want to, this is totally just off not topic, but tangent. I really want to read the duology that Holly has for Oak, but the second book doesn't come out till March, so I'm thinking I'm gonna wait to read it, and I'm going to read it in like February before the second one comes out. But between then, at some point, I really want to read how the King of Elfheim learned to hate stories, where you get just a little bit more Cardan and Jude, and I love Cardan. So I think at some point this fall, I do want to read that book, and then I'll read the duology for Oak when the second book comes out in March. I love Holly, and I want to read everything she's written. My goal is to read every single thing Holly has written by like the middle of next year. I love her. I want to read everything Holly Black has written. I want to read everything Leigh Bardugo has written. My 2 favorites right there, okay? I'd walk the gauntlet with them. Well, this was just a quick, easy video for me so that I can edit it and have it up tomorrow for my August wrap up and my September TBR. And I should have a video out every Thursday, I think is my plan, is to do every Thursday this month. We will see. We'll see how that goes. That's my schedule right now. I have it planned out. I'm not a planner, but I have it planned out. I have every video, and each day it's gonna be uploaded, which means I know which days I need to film and what days I need to edit. So I have it all planned out. I think this might be my new filming spot too. I was really hoping that my library would be my filming spot. That's why I have like my chair and my like bookshelves are gonna be in there. But I get way better lighting in here, and I can have my cute little fireplace going in the background. This is gonna be my new filming spot, at least for now, until I can get my library a bit more set up. But yeah, for now it's gonna be here. If you like anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe, do all the things. I'll have all of my socials listed below. If you want to read any of my reviews, please follow my Goodreads. I post a review for every book I read. Lately, I usually try to go pretty in depth. My Instagram is also listed below. I also post reviews there. My TikTok I've been using a lot more lately. So if you want updates on my reading stuff, my TBRs, my wrap-ups, books I'm looking forward to reading, fun little videos I just feel like doing, go follow my TikTok. I'll also list that down below. And if you feel like it, subscribe if you want. You don't have to, but please do if you feel like it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.